Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Wendy if you are new here, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the different types of nursing job opportunities that are out there for you beyond the bedside. I have a huge list. I think it's like 15. And to not make this video repetitive, I would like to mention my first two job opportunities that are out there beyond the bedside that I've already talked about many times in my channel. So I will link them up here. The first one is clinic nursing. It's specifically a primary care clinic nurse, which I'll link up here. And then also I've talked about a utilization review registered nurse position, which I'll also place up here, the link to the videos. So the next nursing job opportunity that I'd like to mention is being a home health nurse. Now, what is a home health nurse? You might be asking yourself. A home health nurse is a nurse who provides care at a patient's home, which means that the nurse goes to the patient's home to provide the care that they need. Most of the time it could be, but not limited to, wound care therapy, such as wound bags. They will repair those and do the dressings for those. Peg tube feeding, educating the family in regards to how to work specific things, such as a Foley catheter, peg tube, medications. They do all that, and of course, like I said, they do much more than that. But in a nutshell, what the home health nurse does is that they provide care at the patient's home. There is also another opportunity for you to become an ambulatory infusion nurse. Now, what specifically does that mean? By ambulatory, I mean it's an outpatient setting and it's an infusion nurse. So an infusion nurse can provide many different types of IV therapies. The patient will go to the clinic, and once they receive treatment, which would be IV treatment, such as blood products, iron products, also other types of IV treatments such as oncology patients, they receive chemo there as well. And once they receive care, they go back to their home. And of course, there are many more specialties that you could go into, such as dialysis. If you want to be a dialysis nurse, you could also do that. Being a transplant coordinator is also another option that a nurse has, and that is when the nurse provides care and coordinates the care of patients who need transplant care. You kind of coordinate all that care and make sure that they get to all their appointments. Sometimes what they do also, from what I've seen and have talk to other people, they coordinate if they have to fly out to specific places. They also coordinate that for the patient, the traveling. And of course, the traveling that they do coordinate is specifically for the transplant care. Now, if you're interested in being a public health nurse, there's also an opportunity for you. If your passion is more of preventative care, then public health nurse might be an option for you. And that's because a public health nurse provides care to the entire community. And they have access to many different resources for the community to take advantage of, such as vaccination, sexual education. I believe also, from what I've heard, is that they also have specific clinics within their public health department, such as mother-baby, breastfeeding clinics. They also have clinics to help patients who have HIV, and they help monitor their care. Do keep in mind that in this video I am providing this information to you, but of course the nurses that work in these fields do a lot more than what I am mentioning. I've never worked in any of these fields except the first two, which is clinic nurse and a utilization review nurse. So if maybe you are a nurse working in that specific position, let us know down below what it is that you do so that we can all learn together. And if so far, if you're liking this video, make sure to give it a like. Now let's get back to talking about the different job opportunities out there. And there's also an opportunity for you to work in surgical centers. Yes, and those are actually outpatient settings. They're aside, like away from the bedside, away from the hospitals, where they specialize in specific procedures or in specific body parts, such as the eye, the hand, plastic surgery. And talking about plastic surgery, although it's not really, it's kind of in the same realm, but you can also work as an aesthetic nurse, where you're giving like Botox and you're doing all these different procedures that are able to enhance the beauty of your patients. If you're into traveling, then becoming a traveling nurse could be an option for you. Now, I don't know much about it, but I do know that you go through an agency, you sign up with an agency, they find you an assignment, and they kind of take care of it all for you. My friend, her YouTube channel is Betty Smiles. She does have videos talking about travel nursing where she goes more in depth. So if you're interested in that, make sure to follow my friend Betty Smiles. I'll put her YouTube name right here. If you love teaching, then there's an opportunity for you as well, and that could be a nurse educator. I'm talking more of the role of the nurse educator in a hospital who is not providing direct patient care, but is providing education to the staff members in regards to different procedures, maybe how to do specific things to try to get the staff to make sure that they're being compliant and being up to date with all their skills. And if you want to continue traveling, you can be a flight nurse. And a flight nurse is a nurse who's in a helicopter and they're taking care of the patient who is being transported to or from different facilities to receive the care that they need. Now, I do want to mention a specific job that at one point I was interested in. I thought that I was going to be this nurse, and this nurse is a forensic nurse. So from what I had researched was that the forensic nurse, they collect data and document injuries that have occurred in order to help the patient's case be solved. And if you're into the legality of nursing and you want to provide others with your expertise, then you can become a legal nurse consultant. And what the legal nurse consultant does is that they're kind of like the medical detective. So they're trying to find out all this information. There are times where they actually have to testify during a court hearing. So, I mean, if that's your thing, there is an opportunity for you as well. I also want to mention that you can be a military nurse where you can work at different bases. You can pretty much work at any base. You apply through a government site to obtain those different job opportunities. And if you're the type of nurse who prefers a more holistic approach to patient care, then there's also an opportunity for you, which is so cool. You prefer not to 100% focus on Western medicine and you prefer to provide care to your patients by alternative therapies, alternative medicine, then there is an opportunity for you, and that's becoming a holistic nurse. And a holistic nurse provides care to patients by using natural remedies, alternative therapies such as herbs, plants. Are you the type of nurse who prefers to do research? Well, there's another opportunity for you to be a nurse researcher. I mean, that's pretty awesome. It's like you can do anything in nursing. You just have to find what it is that you want, what it is that you like. And there's also another position that I want to mention, and that's becoming a nurse surveyor. Now, you might be like, what in the world is that? But a nurse surveyor is a nurse who is a part of a certain organization who goes out to different types of facilities. So you could possibly be traveling and you audit these facilities and kind of figure out what it is they're doing right, or most of the time what it is they're doing wrong. It's kind of like Jaco when they come around and then we're all freaking out because they're there. They do that. So you can do that as a nurse surveyor as well. So there's so many endless opportunities, you guys, and don't think that you're limited to only this that I mentioned, because there are way more opportunities. So if you know of any other job opportunities or any other different type of nursing positions, let us know down below. We would all love to learn from you. So please, if you have any questions, if you want to comment down below, please do so. And make sure to like this video, subscribe if you enjoy this video and you want to see more of my content. I post every Friday, so I'll see you next time. Bye.